Hello, friends, and welcome back to Homestuck Beyond Canon. End of Act 1. We have a big one tonight. As you can see, I have, once again, a lot of tabs open. Welcome, Gwen, and welcome anyone viewing anonymously. Oh, welcome, Corey. I see a hydrate has been redeemed. Thank you for that. I will do so. Oh yes, nice username, by the way. Snazzy update. Who did the hydrate? That was you, right? Or is that notification coming through? See, because I saw that in my dashboard and it said 14 days ago, and I was like, oh, did I miss that last time? But then it showed up in the other place looking like it was just now. So, well, I did it. Taken care of. Yeah, I've never had a dolly like that before. That was weird. But yeah, oop, that was the wrong window. There we go. That used to be currency for those confused. Indeed, yes. I saw. I was like, hello. That looks new, but says hasn't been around for a long time. My sharp deductive skills on that one. But yes, welcome back, everybody. Yeah, my streamer vision. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. Appreciate the patience with having to skip last weekend, but we're back with, yeah, it turns out I skipped stream last weekend, and then, like, I think that the update would have come out in the middle of me streaming Chicory last Saturday if I hadn't done that. It was, like, I remember it being somewhere around, like, 10, like, 15 or something like that. But yeah, so this one's been cooking for a week. End of Act 1. Yeah, so we do have some community news. The monthly check-in is not really, doesn't have spoilers in it, so we're going to start with that, because that leads into a few of the other tabs that are open, because there's been some exciting things announced, some exciting things updated. Oh, do I have my thing open? I do. Is it going to load for me? My computer's having a rough one today, and I never know why. Because it just kind of goes back and forth between functioning fine and being slow as shit, and usually suggested solutions sometimes work and sometimes don't. So, you know. Mixolady, welcome. Who used the monkey paw? Yeah, we got a good one. Okay. I have my document open. If you're watching this on YouTube, everything that is shown on screen will also be linked in the description. So I'll be gathering those links as we go. But starting with community news, once again, please, thank you. It was taking just a little too long to paste that link into the document. Starting with community news, 2 best updates back to back. Uplifting trajectory. Oh yeah, baby. We're on, like, there has truly never been a better time to get into Homestuck Beyond Canon. Which, I think I might have gotten one of my Tumblr mutuals to start reading it. We'll see whether or not. I piqued interest. I don't know if I'll actually go through with reading it, which is fair. But I tried. Okay. Monthly check-in March 2025. Hello, everyone. Assistant Manager and Artist Chumi here. The end of Act 1 is here. Being able to wrap up on a lot of... Oh, being able to put a wrap... What? My brain is inventing words. Being able to put a wrap on a lot of candy shenanigans has been on the radar for a long time, and we're so happy it's here. No one left this update unscathed. We'll get there. The team did a table reading of the script, and all of us were having emotional reactions to what was being said. Act 1 may have just ended, but we've got a few interesting updates before the beginning of Act 2. We hope you enjoyed reading it as much as we did and are looking forward to future updates. Hello, Aleph. Welcome. We're just getting into it. So interesting is implying, of course, an intermission. So we're not going to be getting back to these guys for at least a few months. The primary theory as to where this could go is to be picking it back up with the bonus stories, which is something that they, the new team had expressed interest in doing, and taking the what was previously the Patreon bonus stories and wrapping those back into the main comic, which they have already started doing with the little Jaspro's intermission that happened with Dave Petta during the visual novel. But that seems like the most likely direction. But, I mean, they could go anywhere, really. 413. Oh, right. 413. Yeah, we're getting to 413. It's Intermission 3 starring Clubs Deuce, my boy! Yeah, have we seen yet? Hold on. Have we seen yet what Clubs Deuce is up to in Diamonds, Dames, and Dads? Because I want to see what Clubs Deuce is up to in Diamonds, Dames, and Dads. I enjoy him. Okay. You don't remember? Yeah, I haven't read those in years and years. I should reread those sometime. That would probably be helpful for me, for my brain, and for doing these things. Okay. So that's what's coming up after end of Act 1. Additionally, we are aware that Homestuck.com is currently having issues. It's an unfortunate side effect of things that were set up by Viz, of course. These issues have been communicated to the relevant techie website people, and they are doing their best to address it. Everyone is eternally grateful for their expertise. Yes, eternally grateful to the lovely folks who are currently trying to fix the mess that Viz made of the Homestuck website. Definitely remember that lies. Yeah, see, I feel like we haven't seen Clubs Deuce in any of them either, which is why I want to know what he's up to, because it's Midnight City and it's like the Midnight Crew's there, but I don't think we've seen him yet, and I want to see my silly boy. Miraculously, the Homestuck website actually loaded for me today. Yeah, I've had up and down with that. So if I do a little sneak preview of the tabs I have open here, which is a lot, you'll see these. I'll try reloading them. No, I couldn't. So these windows I couldn't get to open, but Candy Chapter 19 would load. It has loaded for me, and Candy 1 loaded for me earlier. I wonder if it'll still do that. Yeah, Candy 1 loads, and Candy 19 loads, but Candy 7 and 33 won't load, and this one specific page of Homestuck proper is not loading. It's really up and down. Tried reading it on mobile, and some pages don't work. Yeah, I've seen that around too. Some of the big image block. Oh, there is one panel that I'll point out also does that on PC. But I know that maybe there's more than one, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because it's a few of them. It's the ones with the transparent backgrounds, right? Some of the ones with transparent backgrounds, the transparent part of the image reaches over the top of the panel and covers the links at the top. But I've also heard some about the the image that's got a really long scroll, a scroll bar on it. Some people, the scroll bar's not showing up, so they don't see the rest of the image, and they don't get to scroll because they don't see the scroll bar. and on mobile in particular, it's just like the scroll bar is not there, and it just squishes it really tiny and really long. So yeah, that kind of stuff can be worked out at some point. Does it on the Big Weird House page from the Meat Dream? Yeah, any of those ones where they do super cool transparent background stuff, sometimes they cover up useful things. Meat Dream and not explain further. No further explanation necessary. But yes, website is still fussy, is being fixed. Unofficial collection is there, but y'all, I never in my wildest dreams did I think I would be looking up references by hand in my physical copy of the Homestuck epilogues. This is the most I have ever used it since I got it in the first place. Is looking up specific references in chapters, because the official Homestuck.com is the only place to read the epilogues online. It's not in the unofficial collection. Hello there, Editor Cam here to let you all know that I was wrong. The epilogues actually are in the unofficial collection. I have just been using an extremely outdated version of the collection for years. I did finally update it, and would you look at that, they're right fucking there on the homepage. They load properly and everything. For some reason, the chapter select is in the epilogue 1, 2, 3, the sub parts, instead of just letting you click on individual chapters, which is a little bit annoying. But hey, look, there it is. It's all fucking here. So, in conclusion, make sure your unofficial collection is up to date. You will have an offline copy of the epilogues. And always double check your information before you make definitive statements. Alright, enjoy the rest of the stream. Dream, little dream, meat. Oh god, I like it, but I hate it, but I like it. It pays to have physical copies of things. It does. Yeah. Yeah, this thing. I've got 3 bookmarks sticking out of it right now. Not a Beyond Canon, it was an epilogue. Beyond Canon does continue from the epilogues, right? But this update does have more epilogue-specific references than they usually do. Yeah, my physical copy of Homestuck epilogues, the surprise tool that will help you later. Never realized that this would be its fate. The thing that would make it worth its cost. Heavily evoked the Tabby's bedroom scene. That is a good point. Yeah, we'll get into more kind of analyzing that whole breakdown when we get there. But yeah, it does kind of call back to that. Okay, let's blast through community news so we can really sink our teeth into the update itself. Right, website. In other news, we're excited to announce that for the universally beloved 413, which is in, if my calendar app would load, in almost exactly 2 weeks, which, yikes, holy shit. I don't want to think about that for other different reasons. We will be collaborating with the amazing people at Honey and Butter. Whoops. There we go. I've started using the tab. I don't know why I never really did this before, but I finally started using the scroll wheel click to open and close tabs in Firefox. It's very nice. So these guys, little T-Shot Macaron Place, they've done, as you can see, other collaborations with cool merchy things. So that will be the special 413 event for this year. Let me just put those links there. people are talking butter. Will the scroll really quick? Yeah, it's good. It's very helpful. But yeah, honey and butter is the place. We've done collabs before, but we wanted to try something a bit different this year. This one-day pop-up event will include photo opportunities with news standees, a Carcat plush giveaway, and the highlights, some never-before-seen limited edition character macarons that are exclusively made for this event. Not only that, but we've got event-exclusive merch in the oven as well. Delicious and cute and exciting. So this is, you know, they did their, you know, announcement on the socials, which reminds me, I need to find another post. Anyway, so we've got a look here at the art style of the brand new official art for the event. June with the hairband. Hello. With their little guys sticking out of the pockets and the fucking... I like Jade with the double braids like that. That's real cute. Yeah, I like the art. And here's their kind of like poster style. I don't know why they picked a capybara. I think it should have been a consort, but I get it. It's still cute. Yeah, and this is all repeat information, but right, this is Southern California. Yeah, June's fit is super cute in the official art. And there's one more, if I can. Capybaras are one of the chillest creatures. They are. They're very nice. They are. Did they not? Oh, I guess they didn't. Through the week, we'll be dropping catalog and exclusive merch you can come to expect at the event. Is there? Honey and Butter's Instagram will have things. Why is that rectangle all the way over there? Sorry. Let me just double check something. And open this in a new window. Because I have filters and stuff set up to block my face showing up on things where it would show up if I'm logged in. Although I'm looking at a quick look at their Instagram page in a separate window. They don't have anything posted yet anyway. So deal with that once they actually start posting things. Where would it be then? Because they did post a little image to go with the Carcat plushie giveaway that's cute. But I guess Blue Sky got kind of forgotten about for that one. So I'll pull up, it's on the Tumblr here. There we go. Homestuck honey and butter macarons. So there's their little promotional Carcat sitting on a pile of macarons. So it's one of the first 100 in-person customers to purchase one of the collaboration macarons. Lining up before 6 a.m. is not permitted. Yes. Yes, Irvine Spectrum Center. So that's all the info that we have on that so far. Yeah, some art teasers will be posted very soon, so keep an eye on our social media profiles. We're very much looking forward to it, and we hope to see you there. Another exciting happening. To celebrate the end of Act 1, the HSBC team will be doing an AMA on Reddit. If you've got a burning question for us, make your way to the Homestuck subreddit tomorrow, March 23rd at 4 p.m. PST. So that has already happened. So much is happening. We can't wait to see you there, whether it be at the AMA or Honey and Butter. Cheers, and see you next news post. So this, I will pop a link to that. There it is. I will admit, once again, I haven't read any of this. It's long. There's a lot. They did some good, lots of question answering. I like that their answers are highlighted now, because I believe the last time that they did this, the thing that deterred me the most from actually looking at it was how hard it was to find their fucking answers. So there is a lot here. I have been drip fed some highlights by Discord conversations and Tumblr posts. But that is ready for your perusal. Something that happened literally just earlier today. 4 more albums got reposted to the Bandcamp page. Look at the user page and click the context button on each answer. Yeah, hot off the presses. 1 year older. Frostbitten Durst. Sorry, I'm pasting these links at the same time as I'm flipping through these tabs. Frostbitten Durst. Nope, don't do that. Spurb. And Mobius Trip and Hadron Collido. So I haven't had the chance to really dig into like details that could hint as to why these 4 specific albums are being put back up, but isn't a perfect good way either, so both are good. Yep. Hello Leku, welcome. Bowman posting and Jit posting. Oh yeah, so yeah, and these you can see all the way down here, released August 15th 2012. You know, August 22nd 2011. They all have like July 13th 2011. I'm pretty sure, maybe I should check May 31st 2011. Can you change that date, or does that automatically make it the present day when you post it? Because like the answers they got permission. Yeah, I mean that's the main thing, is that this is, well, I know like some of them I was like, are they all the same artist? Or but oh shit, thank you. Anyway. Yeah, like they must have gotten the kind of financial stuff figured out behind the scenes in terms of getting payments to them more easily, and that being processed through the primary Homestuck Bandcamp page and account. But yeah, we got 4 more of the standalone albums back, which is nice. They're all very good albums. Mobius Trip and Hadron Collido, of course. Classic to belt along to. But yeah, the rest of them are all... Oh, I haven't listened to this one in quite a while. But 1 year older, I know, is fully piano, and Spare Again is a lot of... There we go. Yeah, Homestuck's first solo piano album. And 1 year older is along those lines as well. And, oh, yes, includes material Malcolm... Yeah. Yes, indeed. Wanderers album still being gone is so sad. Yeah, Wanderers is a good one. That's the one that has May or May Not, right? Or was that on one of the volumes? Just pull up YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I have a way to hear it because I have the entire Homestuck discography on my computer. Because I purchased it with money when it was on sale many, many years ago. Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, so that's the latest in community news. I'll keep y'all posted whenever we get more information about that. Good News is 2 best songs are now available on Bowmanstuck album. That's true. Bowmanstuck is another place to get, you know, Bowman's stuff in particular. It's got a whole lot of stuff on the Aimless Morning Good and Ruins Rising. They added a link to the YouTube video. Okay, because that wasn't there before. There's a link to the official YouTube mirror now. Alright. Should we watch Break one more time? I feel like we could put Break on just one more time before we start getting into the rest of it. Just a little refresher as to what everybody just got out of. Hell yeah? Hell yeah! Okay. I hope people don't think the link's the only way to watch and the panel's just a panel. Yeah, I saw Mark Hadley's name on 1 Year Older as well when we were just looking through all that. Oh, did I mix up? He composed it. I think it said featuring extras from others. I can reopen that again. Look at my little boy go. Oh, hi, Peggy Uncle. God. Poor car cat. What a stupendous youth roll. Can I get 20 out of 10 from my boy Tabby? Hadley might have helped? Yeah, it had just a list underneath it saying composed by Eric Ditchiel and then with extra from a bunch of people. Oh. There goes Jake, and there go all of his clothing. There goes all his clothing. Or crediting song, perhaps. I want to know what's up with those guys. I hope we come back to that at some point. I hope they make like little cameos. The power of hope is too strong for clothing. Oh, here she comes. The unanswered messages. And off with her head. Okay. So moving to the next panel, it's still got Hell Tier, the Hell Tier squiggly brackets. Hello, Max. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We are just starting to get to the new stuff. So, some of these we've seen already in previous, but from the bottom, double-blinded inhibition. Oh, that's white text on a very yellow background. What the fuck does that say? Piaget in a blanket. Somatic spark, coping machina. Deja vulnerable. Heuristic grace, burning midnight toil. Productive ember of society, muy caliente. Transcendental gleam, trolley solution, walk therapy, descent horizon, full steam ahead, hot limit, and hellfire. Truly, this is, yeah, the most unreadable. I literally did have to squint to read that bottom panel. I'm like shoving my face way up to the computer screen. Least readable, but still great. Yeah, like these are all still great. Look at that fire, baby. All right. Be past John. Standing right and staring right into the center. No self-preservation skills in this person. That is a vision loss risk. Okay. So you can see that he's seeing, oh, the point, it's shifting, it's turning, Vriska is coming out, but there's some other shit in there. I'll let it play one more time and then I'll pull up the individual. So, pumpkin cake, table and chair, mystery figure, Vriska. Okay. They're all well, you can, you know, immortality does not necessarily mean that you're incapable of becoming blind. John traded in self-preservation points to put extra points in Chicory. Yeah. Yeah, see? Doesn't mean that their eyeballs are immortal. Okay. So. Pumpkin that's really a cake is the first thing that flashes up. And this supposedly is what John is seeing, right? When he's looking deep into the plot point. So it's like, is he seeing what the plot point, flashes of maybe what the plot point would have shown him? What cake indeed. But yes, I've seen some people yelling about this is like proof of vegetable root, the third option. This one kind of fits in more and makes more sense in the context of the other images that flash up. Actually, the thought of using conditional immortality to heal from non-lethal wounds is funny. Cake is a type of candy, right? Yeah, like it's yeah, somewhat related. It's like, imagine breaking your arm and just dying so you don't have to wait for it to heal. Yeah, that sounds terrible, actually. But yeah, it's within, I don't know, I feel like it's within the candy world, but it's like vegetable root. You know what I mean? Pumpkin Path, which is a different fic that I have not read, but happened to my buddy Hulk once. Oh, this is a thing that happened in Marvel stuff, huh? Okay, I feel like, okay. So this is the next image. So this table and chair, whose knife is it? Another important question that I don't have an answer for. This table and chair, this is from Problem Sleuth. Specifically, it is, see, I opened some other tabs to be my reference point here. And now I'm gonna have to reveal my secret as to how I've been doing all of these panels in the first place, because I've just switched tabs and the photo's still there even though it fit perfectly. Anyway, it's a table with the game of life on it from Problem Sleuth, right? Better explanation. Hold on, I need to put that link in the description. Okay, such an interesting moment to evoke the Problem Sleuth game of life thing, because now that I think about it, the whole joke there was that Ace Dick was going through the motions of marrying and having kids and doing all these inane side quests, while the actual story was moving forward outside of it. Oh my god, and the whole thing took place inside this localized bubble created by Hooded Death. So, I feel like there was another explanation that I had read that kind of further contextualized it within I'm so glad that people were like remembering Problem Sleuth, because I didn't remember anything. I have read Problem Sleuth. It was just like fucking 6 years ago or something. Yeah, it's literally from so basically, because like in Problem Sleuth, some version of Ace Dick dies. He goes to the afterlife and plays the game of life with death, you know, gets married, has kids, has all of these side quests and drama and all of this other shit, you know. It's funny, but it means nothing, and it's all a huge waste of time. Which, and I think the huge waste of time part, some people have not agreed with that. But it's just kind of like, that's the Candy timeline in a nutshell. Table is so Problems with ends with death suggesting playing another game. Right. 3 of him somehow. Yeah, I should reread Problem Sleuth sometime. It's nice that discussion about this update is like actually analyzing the themes and symbolism about the story instead of arguing about if it makes the team behind it ontologically evil. That's a good change. It is. I'm also deeply appreciative of that. This is in a sense outside of Homestuck. Well, I mean, we could have whole discussions forever about the canonical status of anything, given that they're staying beyond canon, etc., etc. But, yeah. So let me put my things back, because the next one is the kicker. Oh, the table. Yes. It is. Yes, it is outside of Homestuck, because that's Problem Sleuth, baby. This is the one that got everybody the most excited, because it is like undeniably June fucking Egbert, the most explicit we've had so far. Yeah. Like, that's the Warhammer of Zillyhoo. This could not be anyone else. Didn't get it? The June sneak peek is so awesome. It is. It's so good. Starlight Calliope. Oh, that's the Whistles comic. I feel like a couple other people have said that some of the art feels a bit like Hussey's stuff from Whistles too. Yeah, the Dave panels that we see a little bit later. I saw someone saying that it reminded them so much of Hussey's artwork from Whistles. But yeah, welcome to the world, June Egbert. And I have seen so much gorgeous fan art of like so many different interpretations of what this outfit might look like. All of them, of course, are very fun and whimsical and, you know, in the wind aspect colors, and also like other outfits that John's worn in like the main comic, like the Ecto suit and like all that kind of stuff. Like, or like Zillyhoo-ish like color palettes and fun bits and bobs. Yeah, we're so fucking back. We're so fucking back. And speaking of, found out about it from fan art of this. Speaking of being happy that the discussion is actually analyzing themes and symbolism, hold on. This post, I liked this post. First thought about the color scheme like Zillyhammer. Yeah. I'm obsessed with June Egbert from a narrative perspective. Egbert as a character throughout the whole of Homestuck is packed with themes of choice and identity and nonconformity and rebirth. The first to transcend their own body to reach the god tiers. The only one to literally escape the boundaries of the story. Finding power in the self by breaking the constraints of a binary choice and becoming an anomaly, no longer tied to any rules. A living truth as omnipresent as air itself. It's transgender as fuck. So I thought that was a good kind of encapsulating, like, yeah, like this thematic through line. It's there. It's there. And it has been for a very long time. It makes complete sense. Because she's proudly wielding it. Oh, yeah. Kind of like Sonic. 5.5 years since August 2019. That feels like it's not actually an unrelated fun fact. Because 2019 is when Beyond Canon hit the scene. Was August when the first update came out? Feels like it's been 55. Oh my god, dude, I didn't even get me fucking started. Yeah, let me see, just as like a quick peek. We're gonna have to just skip a few things here. Oh, this is, hold on, I need this for other reasons because I was going to open it for some things later and then I forgot. I'm just trying to see if I can get flashes of where's, so that's a little bit because it's got the little tails on it. Oh yes, the mysterious character nobody knows about. So this one's got the shoulder pads. It's not doing the little flippies though. Okay, there's based off of, what's this one called? The Junior Ectobiology Lab Baby Suit or whatever the fuck. Yeah, this one's a little more wind aspect. Just what are you waiting for? Ugh, that's so good. I'm gonna have to, I'll get all the links for all of this for the video description. That's not June. Yeah, some more. I love the like sleekness, kind of sassy going on. Not to mention at the end of the ending sequence deciding that that whatever Caliburn and Gamzee were messaging him about could wait. Today they're going outside to hang with all their friends. Going back to Gary Larson cartoon with their friends. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't not a June specific tag. This is just my general Homestuck tag. That one's cute. But yeah, so there's been a lot of really great interpretations happening out there for as the Ringmaster. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Memory serves August 2019. Oh, it was the Toblerones. Like that it looks like a counterpart to Vriska. I need a link to that. Yes. Oh, I'm already on like page 5 of my tag here. Okay, I need to stop because we could just scroll through this forever. But yeah, so that's just, if you go to my Tumblr, just go into my general Homestuck tag, you'll find all of these. If you are on YouTube, the links to the specific ones should be in the description. End distraction. Yes, thank you. We're done here. Whole stream of just June. I love the like, Corey sending out a whole stream of just June Egbert, like immediately followed by Max saying no. End distraction. We're fucking done here. Yeah, we do need to get back to reading the actual comic. Yeah, there is, the last thing that flashes up really quick is just Vriska's smile. Need the Far Side edit? Yeah, I can Yeah, that's easy to find. I hopefully will remember to send you that later. I will put it in my brain. My brain has developed more holes recently, so I can't make any promises on that anymore, but I will try very hard to remember to send you that. Okay, let's keep going. John, be present. And we see their little sprite forms here. And we've still got the candy brackets around the arrows. Okay. We have reached actual dialogue. This is a really dialogue-heavy update, and we've only just gotten to the dialogue. It's fucking 10:45. Let's go! We're definitely going over time today. Oh, man. Rose. Rose, Rose, Rose. I am going to have like a little bit of water before I start this. Oh, I missed that you redeemed end action like 2 more times after that. We are here. Lightly toasted. Yeah, these guys are just a little bit singed. Oh, hi, Rose. You got a little something on your forehead there. Yeah, I know. Hey, John? Yes? Am I still alive? I think we all are. I see. Ah! I'm not screaming. My voice can't do that. So Vriska, of course, destroyed the thanks for playing sign, which I didn't notice this until it was pointed out to me, because it's like, oh god, the thanks for playing sign is destroyed. Rose is screaming. Let's keep... It says thanks, fag. Because of course it does. Because they were like, not enough people got... Yeah, I did not notice that until it was pointed out to me. Yeah, I know. It's somehow it's simultaneously way easier to see than the CAPTCHA card joke from Break, yet way harder to actually notice on a cognitive level. Like, I don't... Oh my god. Yeah, hold on. I might be... So, this page won't load. So, I have it open in the Homestuck unofficial reader. Damn it, stop beating me to my own jokes. Yeah, there's even more layers to this one, because it's a repeat of the fucking future arachnids grip joke from the original comic. Because Vriska did all that stuff. Thanks, Veg. Oh my god. So... Pain. Yeah. God. Yeah. This one has always been one that I never thought was actually funny, just because it came out many years... It was written many years ago. Probably not with the same intention as the current writing team in this update. You know what I mean? But so yeah, I'll put the link to the page on the website in the description, and maybe in the future it will work. But something unfunny becomes funny if you wait long enough. Yeah, if you death of the author and you know, don't pay attention to any of the surrounding context in which the original Homestuck was published and read it strictly from a current day perspective, yeah, okay. Have a more forgiving reading of the original than most, in that focus is on the word doesn't mean anything in their culture. Yes, that is part of why Hase thought he was able to, that they were able to get away from that. You don't think the original is funny, but this is. Yeah, like, yeah. I am with you, Aleph. That's kind of where I sit, also. But the references, the layers are funny. Yeah. I had, I'm having trouble gay, how out of pocket it is. Yeah, it's hello. I had, when I noticed this, I went in, the night this update came out, I was going fucking a mile a minute in a Homestuck Discord server. And I was like, oh my god, they fucking did it again. And I posted just like the panel. And someone responded like, yeah, like the meaning behind the destruction of the sign in this. And I was like, yes, it does also have deep, like the destruction of the thanks for playing sign does also have deep significant meaning in the context of the story and all of that. But also they just made another fag joke. They were like, oh my god, I didn't see that. I was like, yeah, I know, me neither. Yeah, like, yeah, kudos to whoever was like, wait a second, I think I see something here. Yeah, Moses. If I do this screaming, I'm not gonna be reading the rest of the update out loud. Kind of crazy. It's like the process of slur reclamation playing out in real time. Yeah, this, like, doing a study on slur use in Homestuck over the course of all of the involved pieces of media would certainly be a way to analyze the cultural progression of that. Play on You Are Mr. Gay? Good. Oh. I'm super Vriska. Okay, I've lost the plot now. For context, if you read every letter in the Super Mario Galaxy logo with a star shining on it, it spells You Are Mr. Gay. Okay. I like that. Alright, so this was the extra long panel that got some people on the funny formatting happening in different web browsers. Not intentional, but it's true. Yeah. Yeah, so this is kind of our quick look over the whole scene before we start getting into the real juicy bits. So Vriska is coming in for the landing. I love this bond that's starting to form with Yiffy and Tavros. Carcat is giving Jake his cape because Jake burned all of his fucking clothes off. Reverse of yeah, I am, are you? Jesus. We got Mina here. Right, Kanaya checking in with Vrissy. Harry checking in with John, who's got taxidermized Dave, and I love the symbolism of like, this is Dave's dead. Taxidermized Dave, right? This is Rose that John is holding. All of the other silhouettes are their like character associated color. Rose is also just a blank white. She's not dead, but she's feeling pretty dead inside right now. Taxidermized Dave and catatonic Rose twinning it up. And Callie bringing Roxy back into the action as well. So everybody's kind of coming out of their separate areas to reconvene after everything is blown up. Oh, yes, and I think the blue things coming up from behind this rock, that's Jane's remains. Yeah, she's straight up limp. Her body is limp. She's like in complete shock right now. Yeah, so Jane didn't die. Her head and her body, which we will see soon, are both still being carried by her life powers. The fucking punt. Alright, so I guess, yeah, so this is showing now, I think Heltier, like, saying last time, like, I'm excited to see what it looks like when it's not just, like, the black silhouette. That might just be it. Local CEO too angry to die. A little outnumbered here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that might just be how it looks in any context. But it's also nice to see that she's got, like, she's shifting back into, like, a casual fit. One of the last tabs I have open is a really excellent kind of summary of all of the changes that Vriska has gone through, how they've reflected, not just, like, in how she's acting, but in, like, her looks and in all of these other, like, story things. Yeah, so that post we'll definitely look at kind of afterwards, just because it uses panels and context from things that happen later in the update. Great watching. Ancestral Awakening, visual callback to the Vriska's previous ultimate form. Wait, put who in a bread box? Jane's head? Oh, they get some real creative ideas about what to do with Jane's head. Okay, so we're right on the precipice of, like, actual words happening. To avoid breaking in the middle of the conversation, I feel like this is a good place to do the take 5. We're almost at 11 o'clock anyhow. We'd just be interrupted in, like, 3 minutes. Yeah, nobody calls you that. On top of Hart's boxcar's beheaded body. That's so fucking funny. But yeah, we'll take 5 here so that we can read this whole conversation. Boom, boom, boom. He's got plenty to spare. Yeah. It confirms that there could have been a ponytail stuffed in the hood. Or it could just be a different hair. I guess it doesn't make sense for the hair to, yeah, no. There's a ponytail stuffed in there, but yes. Quickie little break. Rest my voice before we get into the heaviest, like, voice line. Stoof. Hello. Hello. You know, I think that my channel point reward notifications that pop up in the, like, stream chat thing that's built into OBS, I think they're broken, because when I looked at my actual dashboard, I made a comment about Max redeeming. Oh my god. They're multiplying. Holy shit. Wait. Alright, hold on. I'm going to turn on my full display capture really quickly. Where is it? I do have one set up. Don't I? Yeah. Oh, it's not showing OBS. It's just showing my, That's annoying, because I wanted to show you OBS. Is that a setting I can change? Okay, here. How do I describe this? So Max only redeemed end distraction once. It's showing up. I scrolled back up to be like, oh yeah, I made a joke about him redeeming it like 3 times. I scrolled back up to see the 3 times. And there's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 30, I think. I'm going to estimate like 45 of them. 45 of them in like a big chunk. The hell of a bug. It is. So this is probably the same reason that I thought Corey redeemed Hydrate at the beginning. It false fired from a 2-week-old channel points redemption. It's giving me 45 end distraction redemptions. And then I came back from break and it was telling me that in the middle of break when nothing was fucking happening, that he redeemed end distraction again, which cannot possibly fucking be true. And it's not showing up on my dashboard, my proper dashboard either. But I'm getting like... Yeah, I'm getting doubles of the 2 that you just redeemed, Corey. I know you only got 1 Ubu, though. I am hydrating. But, oh my god, now there's 3 of them. Yeah, something is really... It's a big distraction. Yes. So, I don't know if that's... I just updated OBS today. So, I don't know if that's just, like, the latest version has a bug that they need to work out. But... yeah. God, there's just... yeah. That must be an update or like a setting that can be changed to see if I could show you what's actually happening. I wonder if I can even... I don't think I could even change it when I'm in the middle of trying to do stuff. OBS is not responding. I hope you can all still hear me right now. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're back. We're back. Yeah, I'm not even gonna... I'll see if I can figure out showing that off some other time. Because it is indeed a distraction, and we are... it's time to read, and it's ooh-woos. So, we're gonna do some ooh-woos, I guess. Okay. Well, that was fun. Super fun. Thanks for the obnoxious ways of assist. My gandobubs are still sizzling with delight. By the by, was telling me Vriska was back on anyone's agenda? That's Hill? Should we talk to her? What happened to her? She spliced a ship in half. Is that what you're gonna look like when you're older? I mean, I don't know, probably. Even the fire? When does the fire start? Shut up, please. I'm trying to listen. Figured you'd pop a vessel over it. Decided to keep that out of your briefs. I'm the only one around here watching your blood pressure and your briefs. Harry focusing on the important stuff. Oh, definitely. And fucking Mina. I'm the only one around here watching your blood pressure and your briefs. Shut up. Don't mention it. Just one grown adult helping out another. I mean, damn, Cowcat, speaking of grown, look at you. I know, right? You're like, yoked. I know, right? No, please. Everyone else here has had well over a decade to marvel to an astoundingly inappropriate degree over my grow-up. Let's all look at you, waltzing fully formed into our lives just in time to conveniently interrupt a complex military operation we've been planning for months. Why are you an adult now? Weren't you about yay high a few hours ago? Don't tell me you knew about this too. She was on the news, you know. The programs on TV, the ones that go to great lengths to denigrate you as a malicious terrorist and occasionally speculate on your sexual proclivities. You're right, Jane's head. I also thought that was in poor taste. As we've just covered, sexualizing Cowcat is low-hanging fruit. Bzz. Also, Vriska abducted our daughter. And got her thrown in jail. Shut up, narc. Ugh. Ow! Why hit me? She probably saw it on one of the news anyways. Then why open your big fucking mouth about it? Because I'm still mad. Yo, what are we yell whispering about? Yo, what are we yell whispering about? Ah! Yeah, Mina just being like, hey kids, what's up? Is anyone else feeling like their brain got knocked loose from the blast? What even was the point of all that? Everything seems exactly the same. Besides Vriska looking like Lucy Wu from Charlie's Angels now. Is that what the machine was for? Making Lucy Wu's? Not that I'm complaining, but... Okay, hold on. She looks way more like Sandra Bullock from A Time to Kill. Oh, the infinitely better Miss Congeniality. Sure. Actually, let's not talk about movies anymore, or which two completely different women from a defunct alien society of Vriska, who is an adult now, may or may not look like. I think they're both equally good if we're sharing movie opinions. Wait, are you naked under there? Well, dude, why... You've got to get it together, man. Yeah, Lucy Lou's name with the Ubus, was bad. You are one to fucking talk. John, you've got to get it together, man. You've got to get it together. We need a June Carcat Jake movie podcast. Oh, God. Okay, so I was gonna do a funny Photoshop, but I ran out of time. So here's a DuckDuckGo image search page 3 times in a row. That he's naked. Yeah, so Lucy Liu from Charlie's Angels does kind of fit the vibe of Hell Tier Vriska a lot more than the images that are coming up for Sandra Bullock from A Time to Kill. In my opinion, I'm siding with John on this one. Bonus images from Miss Congeniality because, yeah. Just providing that extra level of context for those comments. Alright, I'm going to have a little water and I'm going to say that's Ubus. I see. So my activity feed is accurate. My stream chat, where they also pop up in between messages, is telling me that Carencio has redeemed Hydrate and Ubus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times each now, which is not true. They are still multiplying, and I have a feeling if I scroll back up to the end of stactions, there's going to be even more of them. This is a very entertaining glitch that I appear to be running into. Okay. Let's get down to business. Shrimp check? Checking my shrimp. I'm actually doing pretty good today. Okay. First of all, shut up. Second, he's naked because, unlike some people, he was contributing to the war effort. What a line. Even if it is sort of perplexing that necessitated the complete obliteration of all his clothes, he's a goddamn war hero. Huh, I guess I am. You sure are. Now pull that cape tighter, there's children present. So, now that I have everyone's attention, there's some stuff we need to get into. Here's the plan. The plan, actually, is that there's a hell of a lot of logistics we need to get into regarding the next steps of ending a planet-wide military and societal conflict that you've got nothing to do with. Except, I guess, for the cool coup de grace you just did. So thanks again for that. Yeah, 07's in chat for Jake doing his part. Step 1, we got scale and fillet this sea cow. Shucks and shit, people. I'm not sure what's left to try. I mean, look at her. Come on, Kingfish. What is this, amateur hour? You blow all your gumption out when you were stalking the battlefield like a human lens flare? Clearly we gotta give this girl a dirty girl a bubble bath. Or, I'd rather not. I've been 20,000 leagues under that particular sea more times than a fellow might care to remember. Oh, yuck. I'm talking about dipping her in acid. Jake is like, oh, I'd rather not get back into the bath with my ex-wife. Oh, that should work. Or if it doesn't, we could give her the old mummy treatment. Jay did a bang-up job with Dave. Oh, thank you. Or we could just smash her with a hammer. Classic John. Just smash her with a hammer. Hey! So, wow, what is up with my... I'm gonna have more water. How did bubble bath mean acid? You turn into bubbles? I guess that could be part of it. I feel like Mina also just likes to make things into aquatic language. Hey, so, look, as much as I love to spend the rest of the afternoon testing out various capital punishments on Jane's head until something sticks, there's an annoyingly vast array of vital intel we need from her first. Wow, okay, can we pause for a second? Yeah, what kind of intel? Not what I meant! Do you know where Jane's head keeps her political prisoners? Do you know which secretaries are fully loyal to her and which of them are going to want to work with the provisional government we set up? Or how we're going to manage the economic transition? The economy? Have you thought at all about the fucking economy? Do you know any of her passwords for that matter? I guess not. Mail her to myself and smash it with a hammer. Yeah. I do. Enter Solix. Hi, buddy. You do? Yeah. The passwords, anyway. Problem sleuth with a 0. Honk _ enjoyer 66. I'm with her. God, the fucking Hillary campaign reference. I do what I want less than 3. This guy again. Why are you even here? Why does John hate Solix so much? Where did this come from? I don't recall where this even fucking came from. I fucking live here. Lived, I guess. It's all rocks and rubble now. Thanks again for that. How about Jane is crazy? She didn't even run in general before Jane's Earth ended. Yeah. Because he's not Dave. Almost Dave, but not quite. Dude, where were these passwords when we were at war? Are you kidding me with this shit? Maybe if you stopped by, I'd have an opportunity to fucking tell them to you. Called, at least. Not even on my wriggling day. I was literally the most wanted man on the planet. It wasn't exactly an option to pop down to a very conspicuous public monument whenever I please. Besides, it's not as if you actually even care. You're just guilting me for kicks. Maybe I do care. Really? No. Fuck you! Solix is such a fucking shithead. Oh, hold on. I have to nuke this guy into orbit. That's... Submit. Yeah, and then I gotta go up here and turn this on and do this. Okay. Yes, thank you, Twitch, for telling me you have received my report. Goodbye. Anyway. back to fucking Solix. This fucking shithead. What's the name? During the treasure hunt arc? Oh. They did interact there as well. That is a good point. You know, now that I think of it, I think that John was talking to Solix in that manner during that arc too. He's just got a fucking chip in his shoulder. Yeah, they talked on the boat. That's because it was like the one time the two of them ever interacted, as far as you can remember. Yeah, because it was like there was that. Either don't ask me about my mortality or my disability bit. Yeah. Yeah, there was that. There was John's arrival at the meteor, trying to find the plot point. And then this. Yeah, not even on that Wriglin day. Oh my god. I was literally the most wanted man on the planet. It wasn't exactly an option to pop down to a very conspicuous public monument whenever I please. Besides, it's not as if you actually even care. Oh, right, I did read this. It's so very funny. Really? No. Fuck you! Ugh, blood on my slippers. Whatever, man. None of this matters for shit. And not even in a relaxing way anymore. My food is ice fucking cold. Fuck, guys! Has anyone stopped to consider the real cost of this war? Man, I feel so chastened right now. Here I was, narrow-mindedly pursuing justice for my people, and foolishly trying to purge the insidious influence of a dangerous crypto-fascist from our stunted utopia, when right under my cartilage nub, our bravest warrior, Solix, was being forced to endure a suboptimal sandwich. It was pizza. This is, like, probably one of my favorite parts of this update. It's so fucking funny. Stop shocking her. Wasn't me this time. Wow. Why does my voice keep cracking every time I try to read a Vriska line? It's just that kind of day. Solix and Karkat banter is pretty classic. Karkat, long, angry, sarcasm rant, gorgeous. Yeah, inside Jane's brain, like, how did I lose to these misfit tinglings? Wow, great banter. Really missed you guys and your shenanigans, but seriously. The point fucking being, we have an industrial-sized tube of crucial logistical toothpaste we need to squeeze out of Jane's head. And then, obviously, after that, we can go ahead and kill her. Curse of Vriska. Yeah, I gotta read a lot of Vriska later in this update, so that shit better fix itself. Okay, fuck, time out. Slow the fuck down. Jane's head's not gonna get, like, a trial or something? Jade, help me out here. Jake? Callie? Well, I suppose they are all entitled to their opinion. Did you hear that, Karkat? The dithering centrist wants us all to slow down. An inconceivable development. Tell it like it is, Ganaya. Yeah, wow. Maybe we should hear Jane's head side of the story. All sides matter, right? Let's just pull a Project Paperclip, fully rehabilitate her. Damn right. Okay. Calliope, the world's most laughable centrist. That was a Make Me Say Something redemption. And, this is This is also probably one of the best jokes in the entire update and maybe the entire Disco Elysium joke. Oh my god, right! Yeah. This is... Because, like, I read this and then I had to, like, look up Project Paperclip and I was like, they are gonna make me give a whole fucking history lesson? Yeah, Carcat knows about the U.S. rehabilitating Nazi? Yeah, so... For the others who are not fucking American, and did not know about this shit, Operation Paperclip, was... Oh, it came up in Captain America the Winter Soldier? Oh, so you mean, like, Marvel people would also know about this? But yeah, this U.S. government took a bunch of Nazi scientists from Nazi Germany after World War II and instated them in their government so that they got all of the military technology. Is my understanding. Must have done it on Alternia too. Project Troll Project Paperclip. Oh my god. If you defend the political center 7 times, you get that achievement. You're a controversial fan troll. You have a song for this? The typing quirk is clippy. No. Captain America, the parody soldier. Oh god. But you have a link for this. See if my computer will cooperate with me here for a minute. Yeah, so we'll Oh my god, this song is named after one of the guys who his name popped up when I read like a bunch more I read a bunch of other web pages because I was like, I feel like I could maybe link to something that's a little easier to read than just the entire fucking Wikipedia page, you know what I mean? That's something that's maybe a little more succinct than here's 3,000 words of every single detail possible. But I ended up just settling on the Wikipedia page. Wow, this website is really not wanting to load for me right now. So that's just going to load in the background, and maybe by the time I actually get to playing it, it will not be a blank gray screen anymore. My computer is having a rough one today. Yeah, the song is named after Werner von Braun. Von Braun was one of the guys who headed the V2 rockets, and we paperclipped him up so he could use his research on that to make the moon rockets. Yes. That's kind of the tail end of the summary is yep. This operation played a crucial role in the establishment of NASA and the success of the Apollo missions to the moon. But yes, this was a very clever joke, and I feel like y'all can understand now what Carcat is getting at here. Yeah, can't let the commies beat us to space. Yeah, Cold War stuff. Yeah, that's why Carcat is making a joke about Project Paperclipping Jane. Oh, for fuck's sake. Politics, politics, politics. Jesus fucking Christ. She's ahead. What more can you take from her? Yeah, I'm out of here. And where the fuck are you going now? To wash the blood off my shirt? Guys, you don't even understand what just happened here. So, I've actually been trying to get to that. In case anyone feels like listening. I've been trying. Thank you, Tabby. Love you, Tabby. They should see the redemption arc. The fucking clown nose. Oh my god. So, now we hear from Vriska and see Jane's body in the background, attempting to find its head. Jasper's bite is trying. Yeah, meet Jane is a whole other thing that's going on the side. We'll get back to that. I've been away for a while. And how was it? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, but I can't keep it in any longer. I need to know. Actually, for everyone's benefit, I think it does behoove us to provide a little context. You see, hey, Calliope? Yes? Can you do me a favor? What's that? Please, with all due respect, shut the fuck up. Here's the long and short of it, after which I never want to explain or hear this explained again. The first thing you all need to understand is that this universe is a sort of funhouse mirror image of another universe. We're shutting the fuck up now. Anyway, Roxy and Calliope brought me to a machine they built to stabilize the singularity of the black hole that contains the entirety of this universe. The reason they brought me there was because that black hole is in the process of collapsing, and when it does, everything here is fully and utterly fucked. Apocalyptically, end of the world fucked. For reasons I'm not going to get into, but long story short, have to do with me being kind of a big deal. They brought me to the singularity to do something about that and hopefully save us all. So I spent 8 human years, fake-ass measure of time by the way, from my point of view, trapped in the singularity, gaining the power to do that. Yes, Calliope, I can see you raising your hand. What? What does a black hole collapsing even mean? Hasn't it already collapsed? Hence the black hole. Maybe it can double collapse. There it goes. No, the black hole has not collapsed yet. I'm pretty sure that it has. Nothing has been stated to the contrary of that. That it's in the process. The result of the green sun collapsing. Yeah. Yeah, like that's where the green sun collapse black hole leads is into that. By definition are already collapsed. This collapse. So poke this happening. Yeah, hey, they could. Because, if that's, the language that they've decided to use for what's happening here, regardless of whether or not it's scientifically accurate to the way that black holes are formed. If that's the language that they're using to say what is happening here, we could very well see a flash sometime in the far-flung future called collapse. But yes, they built the singularity to stabilize it. Or they built the machine to stabilize the singularity, but that can only do so much for so long. So, Calliope now has a question, of course. What was it like in there? I'm glad you asked. Most of it sucked, like pupating all over again. But I had a few good people in there with me, more cookies than was reasonable, and I'm proud to announce that I learned a lot of shit about myself. Most importantly, I know for certain where I need to be. And I have more power than I know what to do with. Enough to save the universe? Wait, they built it? Yeah, the shrub machine was not natively on the troll meteor from their session. Like, they found the plot point and then built the machine around it. Disappear through Hawking radiation. Maybe. marketable. But yeah. I guess this is the awkward part. So, no. Not this universe. Unfortunately, I think this one is just about played out. You peaked. Now I can bust out everyone who matters to me out of here before it collapses. Even me? Who the fuck are you? Yo, Lob 5, fuck off for a bit. Roger. Wait, hold on. So you're saying all our shit is, like, doomed? Extremely doomed, yes. Seriously, stop interrupting me. But, as I said, I can get all you guys out of here. Heltier gave me a pretty comprehensive lay of the land, metaphysically speaking, and we can move on from this bummer altogether. Including the children? Of course. That's actually where shit gets real interesting. Turns out, they're all needed on the other side for a very, very special game. Ah! I mean, like, that was one of the most popular theories for a very long time anyway. Like, the Omega kids being the ones to get sucked in and playing the game again. Ugh. We all knew. I can get part pickled. Yeah, Vriska, a good person now? Question mark? Oh my god, I love the end of this fucking page. Wait, you don't mean... Oh, but I do. And... no way! What? Why not? I'm not going anywhere with her, and I'm certainly not letting my daughter anywhere near that game. Lest we forget, we also have a whole fucking society to fix here. While I'm of no disposition to agree with my other half's head, she's right about this one. We haven't really got the wiggle room for this here we go again hullabaloo. For once we agree on something. Lob 5, one of the crack team that Karkat and Mina assembled? Yeah. Sure, I'll save your kids. I'm a good person now. Other kids? What other kids? I'm a good person now. Yeah, I'll save all of the people that I care about, and every single other living creature on this planet can go die. In a catastrophic black hole collapse. No offense, but isn't that what you're all stuck doing anyways? At least this way you could all see what an actual game looks like instead of the crapshoot you got stuck with. And then what? Watch you play hero again? You've only just returned and you're already right back to dragging everyone into some self-aggrandizing and probably highly dangerous redemptive bullshit. It's just not productive. It's not even funny, Vriska. At best it's boring, and at worst it is incredibly sad. Either way, I am not particularly interested in participating in that kind of mess all over again. Once is enough. But it won't be the same, because I'm not the same. I'm done trying to play hero. Then what is your game? That's it. I don't have one. I'm normal now. Like, what a fucking line. Spare brain, sacrifice the entire planet to play video games. Yeah. Guys, chill. She's normal now. Yeah, so normal. It's super normal to feel no qualms about letting every living creature on a planet die. Tempting as it is to imagine a universe doubly free of Jade Harley, I'm gonna have to insist on you tagging along, Tig. The plot point missed the spot. I mean, we'll go over Vriska's arc once all the cards are on the table. The thing is that Vriska probably had like the third or fourth most northward facing moral compass of the adults in the room at this point. Yeah, that's also, yeah. Don't actually remember if that beef is mutual or not, but it came into your head that Vriska would say that. Yeah, the bar is pretty low in this scene. Like, when they start having super fun times talking about smashing Jane's head in with hammers and acid baths and going off on all this other stuff and all the other melodrama that's happening and da-da-da, like, they're all, like, they've lost the plot. Speaking of plots, they've lost it. The bar is very low in this vicinity. Does Vriska have beef with Jade? Like, currently? Or old beef? I know that she made Jade fall asleep a bunch in the comic. But yeah, Jade seems to have beef with her. Oh, right, duh, because she literally was just like, I'm not letting you touch my children. Yeah. Jade does not have a good impression of Vriska because of the way that she is. The way that Vriska is, specifically. Right, we're on the next page. I love... This is one of the ones that, like... Y'all can hear me clicking, okay? The transparency on this panel, like, covers all of these buttons. Although this is reminding me, I meant to check the credits. Okay, no, they still need to be... I think... Damn, I'd have to look at my old stuff. I think they still need to be updated for the new, contributors to the last Flash. The smallest Homestuck adjacent website issue of all time. Yeah. 25 pages? Really? Damn. Yeah, end distraction. Okay. So, yeah, Vriska walking out of the panel. Very symbolic. She is leaving the story. Snork. Sorry, I'm not sure how I can make a snork noise. Dude, whatever. I'm not doing this anymore. I have places to be and Sears to see. Sears, plural. Plural. She knows very fucking well she's not just heading into Rose. She has found Terezi, and nothing is gonna keep her away from getting back to her. Ugh. I cannot fucking wait for their reunion. Holy shit. Because it's like there's their relationship stuff, but then there's also like Rose and Terezi have like their thing that they've got going on, and like so there's like layers to this. There's like it's Vriska and Terezi reuniting, but also there's definitely gonna end up being some kind of Vriska, Terezi, Rose like relationship drama, and I'm very gay. I am looking forward to that. Okay. Yes. Sneaky little ass. So listen up. It's been awesome to see you guys again, even if you all keep fucking interrupting me. But I'm even more done with this place than I was 8 years ago. The hell train is leaving the fucking station, people. Love to fill those seats up before we depart. Choo choo. That Vriska line made you realize that Vriska technically arrived in Candy 6 years ago, and that's 6 years ago? How is that? Oh, yeah. Well, no, I'm still not seeing it. Oh, like real time. I see. Yeah. How are we supposed to even believe you? Maybe none of this shit is true and you just want to bounce because you hate this place. Why even bother taking us? Just leave. Because I like you guys, more or less. I want you to be okay. But honestly, if that's not what you want, fine. Whatever. Okay. I know my limitations. You do you, I guess. You could all stay here, putting all your energy into trying to salvage all this. Who knows? It might even work. Or you can all get out of your own way and help yourselves to the second chance your good buddy Dirk set up for you. Dave did. Dirk? Dave? It's your choice. Are you coming or not? That's a bomb to drop. She's just kind of casually like, hey, you know those guys who are dead? They are also where I'm going. Time between epilogues and now is the time between Homestuck page 1 and MSP Reader mental breakdown. Damn. Alright, we'll start with You Are Coming. So we zoom out from the catastrophe that is this whole fucking conversation to Yiffy and Tavi. Getting a little nudge there. Hey, you want to dip with me? And this poor child looks over at his naked father and his beheaded mother, who has just put herself back together. This poor kid. And very satisfied with himself, of course. And off they go. Which of these chapters was it? Was it? I think it was actually this one. Where is it? Higher up? Here it is. A clown fascist and a male sex icon walk into a bar sounds like the start of a bad but funny joke. But when it's the start of a family, that's when it gets a bit less funny to me. Poor little dude gonna be fucked up. The moment cognitive function starts firing off in that kid's head, he's gonna be scarred for life. Oh man. Yeah. And Vriska, of course, is like finally paying attention. It's like, first of all, I want in. Second of all, I can't let Yiffy show me up like this again. If you recall, she got real mad when Yiffy took off to enter the battle before her and Harry. God, these panels are so good. Come on. Oh, okay. And off they go. The art is peeking. Oh, yeah, baby. Vriska. Turn back to see who's coming with me. And it's a ragtag group of kids. And it's none of her friends. Oh, that hurts. That one smarts, man. Fuck. Okay. You are not. Noticing the no brackets around those arrows or the you are coming command. Candy brackets, you are not. Hi, Dave. How's it going, buddy? Hi, Uncle Dave. His shades were gone. Oh my god, this makes so much sense. Of course he's okay. Who just drops dead in the middle of a mission? What a thing to say. Seriously, show me an actual bullet wound or any real cause of death on his person. I bet he hasn't even got one. We have the body. We can undress him and check right now. Hell no. Yeah, John, what the fuck? I already know he doesn't. Yeah, because Jade did the taxidermy. Perfect. That decides it then. Dave didn't kill himself. He found a way out. And Dirk. Exactly. Let's not forget about Dirk. Guys, this is what we need to do. We have to go fight Dirk. Fight him? He's obviously, like, the new bad guy. Our friend Dirk? John, WT actual F are you talking about? Roxy, this is our do-over. Our meet. Nobody wants to hear about your meat, man. John, did you listen to a single fucking thing I said to you? Yes. Like, okay, you were right. This place is real. That means we've ruined a couple billion people's real lives. That sucks. We suck. Look at how the last 20 years have gone. None of us are cut out to run a world. How long until one of us goes crazy again? Until we have to redo this whole war all over? I mean, some of the stuff Rose has told me lately? Wow. Kind of nuts. Guys, if you just fight Lord English, I mean Dirk, it'll all be okay. Is Army perhaps a meat dream? Alright, so this is getting into the first bit that I'm going to have to open my fucking paper copy for because this webpage is not loading. Some of the stuff Rose has told me lately? Wow. Kind of nuts. John. Glass houses. And just what is it exactly that Rose said? Okay, I think maybe we need to calm down and collect ourselves here. Shut up for a moment. What did she say? Well, we were kind of talking about how messed up everything was on sort of a fundamental level, and she basically said she was happy with everything everything was shaking out the way it has been, which was nice to hear in the moment, but when you think about it for a little longer, people have died? Yes, John, quite a few fucking people have died. Also that she's been married 20 years, but also not. It was all kind of over my head, but also I sort of get it. Yeah, shut up for a moment. I fucking love Kanaya so much. Rose having suicidal ideation recontextualizes that conversation in a really interesting way. Yeah, it's not super clear if maybe if she was having those kinds of thoughts at that time. Can I please have this load properly? Please and thank you. Nope, fuck me, I guess. Well, I guess we're just gonna look at a gray screen. Yeah, let me... Right. So, because this is Candy 33. So, very close to the end of Candy. Yeah. So, that's the chapter specifically that's being referred to. Rose grabbing John's knife, she says, I want to thank you. The war is just as irrelevant as everything else that's happened here in the last decade and a half. At least in a conflict, we have something to do, or strive for, or against, or believe in. I'm thankful for that, but more than anything, I'm thankful I got the chance to be happy. Goes on, kind of. See, when I have this stuff on the computer properly, I can, find what I'm looking for a lot easier. Yeah, I'm blind to the veil of this world. It's all ambrosia to me. I don't care if it's not true. I care even less if it's not canon. I have a beautiful wife who I love more than I thought possible, and a daughter who I am immeasurably proud of. It can all be senseless, ephemeral noise that dissolves into the void, a whisper swept up by the wind before it is uttered. I'm grateful, and thank you. And that's that's Candy 34. This is not a distraction. It's literally relevant to what we're reading. Yeah, any of the stuff that's in the epilogue specifically, I know that was a very long time for a lot of people. So, brief reviews, but that's like the first bombs were dropping in that moment. That was before quite so many people had died. But people still, have died. Oh yes, takes a depressed dissociative cop-out to no one, I suppose. I think I'm gonna be sick. Fuck! Guys, this is stupid. What are we even talking about right now? We're not actually considering this, right? Why? Because John and Rose need mental help? No offense, Jade, but you're right behind Rose on the crazy train. You can't even be trusted to be normal around a dead body. What are you fucking implying, John? Or to name a baby. I don't even get what's going on in your head anymore. I've been really trying, but no matter what, it all seems kinda dumb and random. Oh, I wouldn't say that. What do you mean? Jade's a pathetic pathological liar, but she's not stupid. Nothing about any of this is random. Oh boy. Tell me, was a kid named Yiffany Longstocking a joke Dave made, or did you just think he'd find it funny? Are we seriously talking about this now? The one thing he ever stood his ground on, and you couldn't even leave him that, could you? It's not that simple. She looks like him. That's what, a happy accident? There were a whole hell of a lot of willing, unmarried wombs out there, but you just happened to stumble into the closest one there is to Dave? Wow, lucky. Huh. Holy shit. All those years trying to convince him to have kids. She must have lost her nerve. That's funny coming from you. So, oh yeah, I already have this linked. It's Candy 19 we see. Where is it? Somewhere in here. Jade suggests all three of us, and Dave's just like, no, I think I would put it in the microwave. I think I'd end up putting the baby in the microwave by accident. Yeah, I'd be more worried about me being the one who'd do the deed, so to speak. This whole conversation about babies and microwaves. But that's where that is kind of like solidly backed up. Maybe the rest of you have a lot to catch up on vis-a-vis Jade Harley's desperation situation, but I lived it. For years. Oh, poor me. Everything gets taken away from me. Nobody ever considers my feelings. None of the friends in my life give a shit about me, despite always being there for me whenever I need to bitch and moan. You have forgotten most of this epilogue stuff. Yeah, that's what I figured would happen with most people, because it was so fucking long ago. So yeah, it's yeah, we're digging back real far in these conversations. Oh sure, Carcat, you really stuck around for me. Had nothing to do with losing him or your inability to communicate what you actually want. What a great friend, you really had my back. You know what, Jade? I actually fucking did, despite having to pretend to have a yeast infection for like an entire year just to keep your greedy fingers off my bulge. Trolls don't even get yeast infections, idiot. Newsflash, fuckface, I knew you were lying the whole time. I didn't want to fuck you either. Well, now we know her ass is crazy. Oh my god, shut up! Okay, this is getting very heated and like mega weird. Yup. Yup. You did forget the microwave. Yeah, it was very particular. Like, reading that conversation, I was like, this is fun. Alright. I think we're getting pretty close to the last couple of really long, the last one or two really long dialogue pages. Because I know we're, like, at time now. Is it an Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference? I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't know. Maybe we should take a step back and try to collect ourselves. Don't you fucking touch me. You think getting shot in the head, like barely, is even half the recompense that's coming your way? I had a light player running espionage for me, and it still took us 15 shitty, grueling human years to win this embarrassing Rube Goldberg travesty of a war. All those weak-ass prognoses. Must have been a real riot. Carcat, Please, I never tried to hinder the war effort. You must have used up all your hinder quota on sabotaging your relationship with your fucking wife then. But hey, works for me. We clearly never actually needed you to win. And now, Kanaya finally knows that you aren't fucking good enough for her. You never were. Ouch, Karkat. Are you crying? What the hell? Stop that. You don't do that. I think those might actually be real tears. Oh, Rose. Oh, newsflash, asshole. I've been lying the whole time. That one is. It's all sunny. It's always sunny, but yeah, all this dirty laundry. It's just everywhere. See? This is what I mean. The only reason why things are even remotely better now is because of Karkat. He's like the only guy capable of putting all of us in our place when we start acting insane. And he's the only one that won't be around forever. What are we gonna do then? Who's going to be in charge? Mina? Absolutely not. Yeah, not surprising you'd pipe up about that. Don't worry though. Don't worry though. That's not something we have to worry about. I got it covered. What exactly is that supposed to mean? Don't even trip on it, baby. We'll get into it later. So, taking a minute to think about what Mina actually means by that, she is probably doing some fucking shit with her life powers. We've seen just now in the battle the way that she's able to take the life out of another body, thieve it, steal it, and give it to another being. You assumed right away she was referring to the life ring. Well, that's what's keeping her around. So she wouldn't give that up. But life power things, I think, is the general theory. Maybe she stole two. Yeah, I mean, there was only ever two of them. One of them is on a version of Calliope, and the other one is on Mina. Yes. Okay, well, look, that's all sort of beside the point. What I'm saying is, when I took that shitty candy 20 years ago, I felt like I was choosing to be an adult, to have a family, to, like, get informed about politics, have a normal life. But maybe we aren't built for that. It's like this place is a circle hole and we're a bunch of square pegs. And we keep trying to force ourselves to fit here, but the reality is, we left our square hole behind. Could you perhaps try to communicate this to us in a way that isn't dependent on imagery for literal infants? Respectfully, John, this isn't really making a fuck-all fragment of sense. Maybe I could do both of us a favor and set you straight with a swig of this flask? Calm those negative nerves? No, Jake, don't start drinking again. No. I'm not explaining this right. Listen, I've tried taking Roxy's advice. I have been paying attention. I've been involved. And I can't shake this feeling that maybe there is such a thing as too much freedom. Oh, hi, Dave. Haha. Ah! This is second most unsettling panel in this entire update, followed by the most unsettling panel in this entire fucking update. Originally, John made another with retcon powers, wasn't it? One from each of the universes? This is Jade and John reflected in Dave's dead eyes. It looks like fucking Saul Goodman. I hate looking at this panel, but I'll leave it there for a minute. John, I'm glad you've been happy, Roxy. You've done so well for yourself, but that doesn't change the fact that none of you are good people. Because you're so great? No, not at all. That's my point. I only had like half a foot in my own kid's life for 10 years, and I was a real jerk to you guys. Ugh, I even emotionally cheated on my wife. Excuse me? And honestly, I don't even know how old she was. Dude. Though to be fair, Roxy, you were probably emotionally cheating on me with your alien girlfriend too, so maybe it wasn't that bad. I mean, obviously it's bad, but we could have talked about polyamory or something. Made a copy in A6i5. Stolen by rain and lost in the fires of Game Over. In Epilogue Meet. Yeah. Even emotionally cheating that's a whole other. That as a concept is an entire other fucking conversation. So consistently one step forward, 2 steps back. Yeah. But yeah, pointing at fucking the like Roxy's whole dealie reminded me of like there's a point in because this is another one of those pages that wouldn't fucking load for me. Like Candy 7, I was reminded of this because I was looking through this for other stuff, but it's like Calliope talking to Gamzee, and it's like, yes, he's like, oh yeah, your Roxy's all globes deep in that dude's tank. Nook, God. Yes, and while I can't say I didn't see this coming, it's all happening so fast. I thought for sure I'd have more time with her. I might be sad, but John has made his choice, and we all must live with the repercussions of that. I'm sure that Roxy will be very happy with him. We're all going to be very, very happy. I truly believe that. I thought I was going to have more time with her. So, and then of course we see, the resolution of all that. Oh, I didn't mean to cut that. Oh well. Current, finding the dreams, Roxy. They're so happy. Really hope this means the next page is stuff Dave someone waking up and chewing everyone out because he's sick of listening to everyone acting like overgrown children. Oh boy, Max, you just see the next page. It sure is Dave. The realest fucking line here. Yeah. John, nobody actually wants to hear this shit. Yeah, you're one to talk, Carcat, chastising John for nobody actually wants to hear this shit. You're the one who brought up your fucking fake yeast infection. So right, Carcat. Literally, all I'm trying to say is, I'm tired of being anxious and uncertain all the time. I want to feel like myself again. And I think the last time I did was when we were all in the game. That's when we were all at our best, right? Feeling like yourself, the last time we did was when we were all in the game. Last time you were not anxious and uncertain was when you were all in the game because you didn't have to think about yourself. You were in a fucking crisis situation. In full, let's get this done mode. And you didn't have to think about yourself. You can't just keep distraction after distraction is not a solution. Stockholm Syndrome real. John, we all died. That didn't even happen to this you. Don't pretend like any of that affected you. Of course it did. Right, because this version of Jade is the one that did the 3 whole year journey alone because of Lois blowing up and taking her timeline's John, the intended who was intended to disappear, but inadvertently also taking Dave Sprite with them. Jade spent most of the battleship trip alone because of the consequences of the retcon. Yeah, like, don't tell her that it didn't affect her. Oh my god, no, fuck no, you don't get to do this again, John. You can't just run away and try to erase everything to start over. I don't want to erase anything. I want to pick up what matters to us and find a way for us all to be happy. By throwing us and all of our kids into a cosmic meat grinder? What is that even going to accomplish? I mean, I don't know, something important. Vriska even said so. Who gives a fuck? John, this is what I mean. You have no idea what it is you actually want, do you? Being happy to you is just chasing after whatever it is you don't already have, and we know how that always turns out. What does that mean? It means, John, that you're going to drag Harry along on this big awful adventure and then it'll end. And even assuming it ends well, he might get, what, 1 good year with you? Maybe 2? Until you get bored and angry and avoidant all over again, taking it out on him and pushing him away completely. That's not fair. I'm trying to change. Yeah, and who told you to do that? It's one thing to leave, but don't come back only to break his heart. Jade, what is it that you want? Do you even like being here? Don't you want to see Dave again? Ugh. Do you even... Typo spotted, yeah. So, Max, how are you liking this Dave panel? Here's Dave. Haha. This panel and the previous one are the two that I saw someone referring to as reminding them a lot of the art style in Whistles. But, like, it's so haunting, this super close-up of their fighting reflected in his dead eyes. Matches how you're feeling listening to this? Yeah. Ugh. Okay. John, you're not killing my kid. Well, it's not only your decision. We should have a vote. How fucked up do you have to be here? You're not killing my kid and not immediately respond with, that's not what I'm doing, or I never said I would do that, or I'm not okay, and I don't want that to happen either. Instead being like, we should just have a vote on whether or not we should be killing your kid. That's how it comes across, right? Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. What about you, Carcat? You wanted to say goodbye, right? Oh, are we talking to me now? Great, glad to get a word in. That said, not 5 minutes ago you emphasized, in a moment of startling Egbertian lucidity, that I'm the only guy with credentials to run this place. Horrifyingly, you may even have been right. Now you think I'm going to drop the billions of people I need to save to relive our shared adolescent trauma and whip up a whole new world to ruin? Fuck no. Rose, you get it, right? What I'm trying to do here? Yes, Rose, I'd love to know what it is you think about all this. I think I'm having a fucking panic attack. I'm sorry, John. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Jake? Roxy? Please? John, I know things didn't work out the way you thought they would, but we can't just up and fuck off. I feel it in my gut. We can save this place. We have to. I spent 20 years being miserable, telling everyone something was wrong, and getting told I was the crazy one. Just for you and your bone buddy to drop the bomb that I was right, all along. And now you all want to go back to pretending like this is fine, that we just have to accept it? Egbertian. Yeah, classic Carcat word. Bone buddy. Like, what a way to refer to Calliope. We're not doing this for us, John. You keep talking about something being wrong with us, yet not once have you asked yourself what we all have in common. You can't blame the game for everything. Playing it saved us. Children shouldn't have to make other children, or kiss the corpses of their friends, or know what it feels like to die. The kids have a chance here, John, to grow up like real people do and be actually fucking normal. Jade, your daughter has dog ears and a tail. She's never going to be normal. Oh. Deserved. Deserved. That. Wham, indeed. The joke is that she's a skeleton and also that Roxy has sex with her. I mean, yeah, you know. Deserved. Too fucking far. Ugh. Oof. John, you can't actually believe everything will be fine if we just leave, right? No matter where you go, John, you're still going to be this. I wish saving you was as easy as snapping our fingers and going off on some other adventure. But we'll never be 13 again. And looking at you in that old outfit makes me nauseous. You were right. A lot of the time I don't like it here, and I definitely don't like what happened to us. But it's our own fault. And now it's all we have left to work with. That's why the kids have to come first, John. They're the only thing left that really matters anymore. Oh, I love this panel so much. Your thought process through... That page is still not... Let me try reloading that. Why is that YouTube page just not loading at all? Well, I'll come back to that one later. I wonder if this one will load for me. Maybe I just need to reload the link again. Because this is loading just fine. Dr. Venture forces compromise.
Okay, so we scrap it?
Well, if they won't listen and be fair, I see no reason to continue.
It's not entirely us. We tried to listen and...
Anyway, yeah. A little back and forth going on there. I don't know why this one won't load, so I'm going to have to try that one again. See if I can... Okay, it did load now. I don't know why I just decided it wasn't going to work before. Yes. Alright, I'll take care of that mess later. This panel is so good. The perspective. One of the things that I love about the Homestuck art style, just like on the whole, my deadbeat mom protagonist, is the really dramatic sense of perspective, just in general, in the panels that are not like the classic sprites don't necessarily do that, but things like this where everybody is staring down at John, you get the sense you may have missed something. Ugh. Yeah. So in terms of kind of summarizing everything that just happened there, I really thought that this did that really well. It's a comical understatement. John didn't miss something, he missed everything. The whole update is a double entendre. It opens with the command for John to be present, i.e. wake up from having a super weapon go off in his face, and he's evidently under the impression that something important happened during the few minutes he was unconscious. But what he missed didn't happen suddenly over the course of a few minutes. It happened over the last 20 years he spent completely checked out of reality. He can't understand why Jade or anyone else is so invested in this world because he simply was not there for any of it. We're witnessing John become present not just after a brief nap, or even for the first time in years, but possibly for the first time in his entire life. Yup. So I feel like that's kind of a good summary of those things. And this, I think is related to this, talking about specifically the art style here, how they're playing with like kid modes and sprite modes. So like chapter 4, Vriska is changed into uniform, and the uniform is like her younger sprite self. Starting from John's perspective, we get the classic sprites, capitalized upon in later pages after Jade punches John and everyone's looking down on him and he feels so out of his depth. How John's glasses frame what he sees as if he's reading comic panels. John never grew up. He never left the game, but unlike Vriska, this meta-narrative veil of kid mode is something he has embraced as a comfortable, familiar shield against reality. For Vriska, it was forced on her as a traumatic and violating episode of age regression for the morbid amusement of a horrible man, just so that he would have the pleasure of toying with a child and not an adult. Analog to the terror she felt and how the game affected her. John is not Vriska. That difference was staked years ago. John was handed his life and his quest on a silver platter, was scarcely challenged by anything besides his own stubbornness. Anything that did challenge him, he would go out of his way to ignore, repress, or get away from. And it's catching up to him now when everyone else has grown up, and he missed it. Which is then verified by, this is one of the few things I've seen from the AMA, saying something that something I stressed very early on in HSBC's production is that it's very powerful when and how we see the characters in various modes, especially in Candy. In the latest update, when we get to the command for John Be Present, we're seeing the small classic sprites they had when they were children. When we switch to Vriska as the focus, the adults are relatively normal-sized again. There is something switching around the way characters are portrayed kind of shifts here and there. Eventually, when we switch back to John after the big punch, we see that he suddenly sees everyone as an adult, towering over him, literally. Everyone has grown up but him. And that was a Kim panel. Shoutouts to Kim. Beautiful, gorgeous, amazing. High point of the whole, actually. So James really loved this one. Just some really good kind of analysis of the way that they're specifically playing around with the art style as symbolism and kind of breaking apart these scenes too. In the meantime, Jane has finally figured out how to get the electric collar out of her mouth. You fucking idiots, they're gone! Kids, escape from above. They're like, oh shit. The jig is up. No. Okay. This has got to be my favorite panel in, like, all of Homestuck history ever. It's so gorgeous. Oh my god. It's just so good. There they go. Exactly what you were hoping for. Oh yeah, it is happening. And, like, And the first words out of Yiffy's mouth, fuck you! With the double birds hanging out. Oh my god. But, like, holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Like, with all of them wrapped up in her, like, red waist thing. And, like, to me, it reminds me a little bit of the Red Miles. I don't know if that was an intentional thing or not, but funny enough, the fact that they were able to get away with this escape plan also justifies why they're doing it. Yeah, because these kids were like, fuck these adults. Let's get out of here. And they're not doing they are not responsible adults. Yeah, they're not doing a great job of putting themselves forward right now. Given you and I had the same father, newsflash, John, my dad was a shitty parent. Zoop. Off they go. Bye. See you later. No! Very dramatic scream from Jade. I'm done yelling today. I'm done with yelling today. Oh god, Roxy. Oh, honey. Well, that settles it. We have to kill Dirk. He's like, oh wow, what a relief. We get to lean into my harebrained plan. End of Act 1. Boom. Funny that John sees all of them as grown up and they're still such children. They're adults. Every Homestuck adult is totally unequipped to handle their child's needs. Boy, oh boy. Yeah. Holy shit. We did it. End of Act 1. And we'll put a cork in this for a few months and see what we come back to after the intermission. And the steps, following the steps of their forebears for worse are also for worse. Oh, man. Yeah. So, yeah. This, again, I'm, trying to figure out ways to summarize these things, giving credit where credit's due to the words of other people who I'm borrowing from. In terms of this particular, like, summary. It's the first time you felt like the comic had anything to say. It is... And it's awesome. Yeah, this update. Ugh. Vriska's two most... So this is specifically about Vriska. Two most notable features, a red sash and a red eye, pointing out that they're not new. The red sash was a part of her old Flarp costume. The red eye. And, you know, her pirate costume and the red eye borrowed from Mindfang. Both symbolically connected to her Mindfang roleplay outfit and Mindfang herself. Only in her roleplay outfit, actively mimicking Mindfang, does she ever wear a red sash before Hell Tier. And of course the busted eye. Why she's still trying to pretend to be her god-awful mother figure. That makes complete sense if you've ever actually been to therapy and not used therapy as a rhetorical device for whenever someone who personally disgusts you exists in your presence. Therapy is about helping you cope and manage with your life as it is, not brainwashing you into a completely different version. From visuals alone, it's obvious that Vriska took away from her therapy that, you know, seems to be working. What Vriska took away from her therapy seems to be working from her. Where the solution isn't learn you were a bad person so you can avoid doing that again. Vriska already understood she didn't like what she did. From the moment she did it, then she knew she didn't like what she did. That's why she was so eager to kill herself for Tavros. She died from it, lifting sin off her shoulders. But it's not that easy. You can't hate yourself into a version of yourself that you love. Acceptance of what happened to move forward. Sorry, I'm trying to summarize this. You know what? Yeah, she's still... Oh, here we go. She's still Vriska. She's still herself. She's doing what she does best, but she's not doing it for the desperate need to be forgiven or to justify why she should continue to exist. She already knows that she deserves to exist, even if she can't be the most important girl ever. Yes, it's fucking sad that all of her friends suck compared to her, but that's not why she continues to exist. She continues to exist because her worth in her life intrinsically, regardless of what she does. People love her even if she doesn't do perfect things. How does she square with the fact that she is a monster by her nature and upbringing? Does she fight it? Does she reject it? Does she, you know... sorry, I'm trying to... We're at like 12:30, but this is a good post, and I'm trying to do a quick, perhaps a summary at the end. Could be simple. To explain why Vriska hasn't actually changed. What rule counting? Okay, thank you. Cares the spelling set. Why did I do that? Simple. To explain why Vriska hasn't actually changed. She has, but she hasn't. She's changed for the better. She hasn't cut pieces of herself off frantically until she's taken all the bad parts off. She's content with who she is and where she comes from and knows where she wants to go. She's made mistakes, and that's okay. She has worth, even if she keeps making mistakes. She's fucking normal. There are certain roles and behaviors which are best left to fully developed grown-up people, and this Vriska is a grown-ass people, and that's why she has the red sash. And a full proper reading of it would be for the more comprehensive. I'm just aware of the time. Link will be in the description on YouTube. Here's the link in chat to the actual thing. Yeah, as you can probably tell, I'm also kind of fading because we're over time. But we're done. Yay! And we will see what happens next probably on 413. Won't be with these folks, probably. We'll have to see what they have in store for being the intermission and scene. Thanks for joining me on this long-winded and treacherous journey. What if June held tears and gets the rest of them out? That could be it. That could be where they go. Don't forget the other thing. The fruit thing? Oh yes, the fruit post. Right. Yeah, the fruit post. I got your video to toss up here. If I can just get that all lined up. For the end of things. There we are. Discord? Yep, all good. Longest act ever. I guess in terms of real time that would be true. But yeah. That's all for today. Chicory next weekend. And yeah, 2 weeks already, damn. We'll see what they have for us in a couple weeks. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you all around the internet. Good night.